We were donated 23 acres to build a school on in North Tyler, which is our community where God has called us to, where we want to serve. And even before I started the school, he had already led me to sell my house, because he said it's going to cost you. The money that I had from my house, I used to start the school.
Describe Mr. Enge to someone who's never met him.
Energetic, passionate, bilingual. You learn that really fast.
He's very persistent. When he teaches you something, he doesn't give up on you.
If he thinks you can do something, he's gonna push you to do better than that, because he wants you to succeed in life, and he never wants you to fail. And if you do fail, it's a life lesson. You can always learn from every mistake that you do.
He tells you all the time, like, it's not him, it's God. That's kind of true, because a normal person wouldn't do some of the stuff that he's done.
Hello, and welcome to Thrive. In this episode, we're telling the story of Joel Enge, a teacher from Tyler, Texas, who saw a need in his classrooms and decided to meet it. He started Kingdom Life Academy, a small private school for the kids in his class who were being left behind by traditional education. As you just heard, he started the school with his own money, and he's become a mentor and even a father figure to many of his students.
Well, I've been teaching for 21 years. I started in elementary, middle, 5th grade, a lot of poverty, and God birthed in me a heart to work with young people, but to be more than just a teacher. I'm gripping the mic, I'm breaking the flow. It's the preacher man, and you rock the show 24/7, going to heaven. Most of our students don't have fathers. As a matter of fact, I have 3 that have been abandoned by both parents.
Growing up, I was the youngest of 4 children, and my dad left when I was 3. My grandma told me to join MOI, Men of Issachar's, the group that Joel Enge had started. And so just guys that weren't gonna make it, they would meet up after school Friday. We would cut down trees and build things and just learn about God through the process. And he gave us responsibility and let us do things. And so let off a lot of stress and anger so we can go through school with more of a peace. Kind of just got close to him, we got to know him. And then he's more like my dad now, he's like my father figure, just through growing up and everything, keeping me out of trouble.
He's kind of like a father to me. So he's very understanding on how you learn and how you comprehend things. So he helps you. Yeah, he's kind of like a father to me, because I didn't have a father figure in my life.
This is my senior year, and I came when I was a freshman, and so I am one of the 4 founding students of the school.
Traditional education was not working for some students in my classroom, primarily young boys. Young men drop out of school in their hearts.
I went to high school, a public high school, for 2 years, and then I saw that my attitude was getting worse. And around the end of my sophomore year, I got back into contact with Mr. Enge, and then I just ended up just asking him about the school and how could I join.
We're talking about students who've been in public education and have suffered failure after failure, year after year after year. And so in order to reverse that, we want to instill success.
Well, in public school, I was horrible at everything. I mean, the first time I made a beat was in 8th grade. I mean, average DC student. I had dyslexia, so I hated reading. The only thing I really liked was math, and so that was a class I kind of kept up with. But I was horrible at social studies, reading, science, everything, unless I could put my hands on it.
We want to be able to reach in the neighborhood of 40 to 50 students as we reach capacity, because we don't expect to really be large because of the type of students we're reaching out to. They need the smaller setting, the smaller classrooms, and the more focused attention. But the vision is that we would have a building and a farm, which is a huge component of what we do. But we want to continue to develop that, because with that we want to be sustainable as much as possible. We eventually even want to have a restaurant where students are actually running and managing that actual restaurant. That's the vision, and we want, again, as we continue to grow, and to be able to graduate students that are ready, prepared to make an impact in their community and to become an asset and not a liability.
Hello everybody, this is Joel from Thrive. I hope you enjoyed hearing about the work the other Joel is doing at KLA in Tyler. Working with him has been a privilege, and we hope to keep you updated on what's happening. As of this filming, 3 young men have graduated and are contributing to their community. We want to keep telling stories of ordinary people making a difference in their community and around the world. If you have a story you think we'd like, shoot us an email at info@thriveon.com. If you're interested in hearing more about the folks we just highlighted, click here. And if you want to hear more cool stories, click here.